Having a twin sister is like having a built-in best friend. Like we always had, that playmate when we were growing up, and when we did sports, we were on the same team, so we always had like a partner for activities
or someone to steal clothes from.
Yep, that too. Yeah. Maggie was born 30 minutes before me, and she never lets me forget that. She's the older one, but we've always been really great friends. It's been amazing getting to grow up with her.
She's like my soulmate. She is a piece of home that I brought to St. Mary's with me. When we were juniors in high school, Megan was diagnosed with a spinal tumor, and for me it was very scary. She was pretty sick. They showed me the tumor. It was about like 8 centimeters long on my lumbar spine. It was such a slow-growing tumor that it didn't cause paralysis. If it had grown any faster, my nerves would have been destroyed. Whenever I visited her in the hospitals, the nurses were so awesome to my family and to me. They were very comforting, and they helped us through a very difficult time. And that was sort of the big spark in me to become a nurse.
I had an amazing experience with my nurses and my physicians, and I really felt like that was my calling. I really wanted to pay it forward. Those nurses were so amazing to me, and I wanted to be that person for someone else. So that's how I decided that I wanted to be a nurse. Going into the college application process, we had no idea about St. Mary's really. We knew our mom went there. She mentioned that St. Mary's has a great nursing program. It's a free application, so why not apply? So we visited, and we both fell in love with St. Mary's. And we had a wonderful tour guide, a wonderful experience. We drove down the Ave. It was beautiful.
I called dibs on St. Mary's.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
What are you talking about?
Well, I applied first. I didn't let Megan know where I was going because I didn't want my decision to impact hers.
The time was counting down before I needed to make a decision.
And so it came to the May 1st deadline, and Megan was like, "Maggie, I want to go to St. Mary's." And I was like, "Oh, I'm going there too, so I guess we're going to the same school together." Looking back, I'm very, very glad that Megan has been on this journey with me at St. Mary's. We both have been huge influences on our experiences, and I don't think I would have made it through without her.
As soon as I stepped onto campus, I knew that it was a place that I could definitely fit in.
All of the women I saw on campus just seemed they had such a good head on their shoulders. They knew what they were doing, they were comfortable in their own shoes, and that's kind of where I wanted to be. St. Mary's makes it so easy for you to flourish and become a leader and someone really engaged in the community and the campus. It's not hard to find a niche here that you could really, get into and enjoy. St. Mary's offers a lot of opportunities for students to grow in their faith. Learning more about the Catholic faith has definitely caused me to grow more in my faith. I just finished up my last clinical rotation. I learned so much, and I got to make great connections with the nurses that I worked with. Hope Ministries is a transitional housing for homeless men, women, and children. I had clinical there for 6 weeks. It was a very eye-opening experience to see the pain and the struggle and the abuse many of these have gone through. I really enjoyed spending time with the residents. Since St. Mary's is a liberal arts school, as a nurse, I'm coming out a lot more well-rounded than other programs have to offer. We've really learned to hone in on the values of the Sisters of the Holy Cross, and that's their values of mission and service and just caring for others. Through St. Mary's, I've been able to really hone in on those values and apply them to my nursing career. When I found out that I'd be going to the same school as my twin, I was happier than I thought I would be. Once I made that decision, it was a relief to know that I knew someone who was going there and we were going to have that experience together. I have absolutely loved my time at St. Mary's, and the biggest reason is because of the people here. I made amazing friendships that I hope to keep throughout my life, but I've also met amazing professors, amazing faculty members, amazing staff members that really genuinely care about the students here, and that has made my college experience 10,000 times better because I know that people actually care about me here, and I will always remember that.